The Falklands War of 1982 was sparked by Argentina's decision to invade the Falkland Islands, a British overseas territory in the South Atlantic. The motivations behind Argentina's attack were complex, involving a mix of national pride, political calculations and long-standing territorial claims. Territorial dispute and national pride. At the heart of Argentina's decision to invade was the long-standing territorial dispute over the Falkland Islands, which Argentina refers to as the Malvinas. Argentina had claimed sovereignty over the islands since the early 19th century, shortly after they became a British possession in 1833. For many Argentinians, the islands represented a symbol of national pride and a historical grievance against Britain's colonial legacy. The islands were seen as a natural part of Argentina's territorial integrity, and their loss to Britain was viewed as an ongoing injustice. Over the decades, Argentina had attempted to assert its claim diplomatically, but the issue remained unresolved. The invasion in 1982 was an attempt by Argentina to reclaim what it considered its rightful territory. Political and economic factors. In 1982, Argentina was ruled by a military dictatorship under General Leopoldo Galtieri. The country was experiencing severe economic instability and social unrest, including high inflation and rising unemployment. The military government was facing mounting criticism for its inability to improve the economic situation and its failure to address internal issues. The leadership in Argentina saw an invasion of the Falklands as a way to rally nationalistic sentiment, divert attention from domestic problems, and unify the public under a common cause. The dictatorship believed that a swift victory in the Falklands would bolster its legitimacy and restore its popularity with the Argentine people. Underestimation of British response. Argentina's leaders were also under the impression that Britain, under Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, would not respond militarily to the invasion. At the time, Britain's global influence was perceived by many as in decline, and the Falklands were considered a distant and relatively insignificant outpost for the UK. The Argentine government believed that Britain, burdened with its own economic and political challenges, would be reluctant to engage in a military conflict over the islands. Strategic and economic considerations. There were also strategic and economic factors at play. The Falklands were located in an area of the South Atlantic that could potentially be important for future oil exploration and fishing rights. Argentina hoped that by asserting control over the islands, it would be able to take advantage of any natural resources found there. The surprise attack. On April 2, 1982, Argentina launched a surprise invasion of the Falklands, quickly overwhelming the small British garrison stationed on the islands. This bold move was based on the belief that Argentina could hold the islands long enough for diplomatic pressure to force Britain into negotiating sovereignty, rather than resorting to military action. Conclusion. Argentina's decision to attack the Falkland Islands was driven by a mix of historical territorial claims, domestic political motivations, and miscalculations about Britain's willingness to defend the islands. The military junta sought to regain national pride and control over the disputed territory while diverting attention from Argentina's internal problems. However, the invasion led to a full-scale conflict, resulting in a British victory and the eventual return of the islands to British control. The war left lasting scars in both nations and continues to shape Argentina's relationship with the UK today.